Lore Boys here. The internet's #1 calamity prevention podcast is back with more of what you need. My name is Peter O'Donohue, and I'm growing more and more suspicious of the secret society that I've been working for. Avoiding execution with me today are
I won't be executed because I love the orb. I'm Ethan.
I
Praise the Orb.
I won't be executing because I've been eating enough that I don't have a neck. So good luck, Madame Guillotine.
Madame
Oh,
Guillotine.
it's a lady. I never knew that. You know
Yep.
what? I'm even.
It ends in an
Not
E,
so against
almost
it.
certainly la guillotine, right?
Mhm.
That's the rule. A lot of the rule in French. If it ends in an E, féminin.
Just saying. Maybe I'm kind of into getting guillotine now.
It's penis,
You know?
not penise. That's how you know. That's how you can tell the
I've-
sexes apart.
I've long gone on record saying I am perfectly happy to have Ronda Rousey choke me out. So why not Mrs. Guillotine?
True. True. Yeah, she's a farmer now, I think. Anyway,
Sure.
no, I know for real. That's a thing that I think I know.
Sure, Peter.
Don't
You
you
just
fact check
transition
me,
from being an
piece of shit.
MMA fighter to a farmer. Grow up.
Yeah. So this was almost a 2-man episode this week, but Jamie was away in the States for a while, came back, everybody got sick. I skipped a Super Bowl party to write about video games, and my testosterone has never felt higher, but we're all here. It's all very good. So today's episode about the Vigil from Hell Is Us was requested by Mormon Milkman, because when we released our last one, he was like, no one will ever cover Hell Is Us, as I guess the second guy on Earth who's played this game, other than me. So after our last episode came out, he was like, do more. And I was like, fuck yeah, let's go. He requested this over on Discord, and if you'd like to submit your request, please head over to our server via the link below and let us know what you'd like us to cover. And if you'd like to ensure all requests are free, fair, and democratic, consider heading to our Patreon, which is also linked below, just like longtime listener and Discord power user Robin Muvlove Shill did recently. I've never Googled what Muvlove is, because it does sound like a weird anime.
I think it's the whatever Saucy keeps posting a gif of some little character, and I believe that's from Love.
Is that the cat thing with that little
Yeah.
hands?
Really, that
Nico?
guess is based on their interactions. Nico, that sounds right.
Yeah,
We're
I
in
think
touch.
I think-
6'7".
Muvlove is whenever you let a giant blade fall onto your neck in France.
Okay.
Love.
Yeah. Let them love, and then they kill her.
The sweet guillotine, she love you.
So I'm gonna flex again. This episode was once again researched entirely by me within the game. Fortunately, I completed a second collectible set and unlocked a new lore dump article by the in-game journalist Tanya Alver the day after our last episode came out. I was like still farting around, still finding things, found one new collectible. I was like, oh, cool. Brought it to Tanya at the home base, unlocked a new lore dump. Like, fuck, my job's already done. Thank you, people who made Hell Is Us. This is wonderful.
Pizza fan. Pizza fan.
Sorry?
Big fan.
I said pizza fan, but then I repeated it because I realized how much it sounds like pizza fan.
That's
And then
why
I was
I
thinking of
asked for
a
clarification.
fan with slices of pizza as the blades.
I do
And
like
it would
pizza.
work pretty well.
You'd have to have alternating slices eaten probably, or else it's just a spinning circle, right? When you're a pizza fan.
Yeah. With pizza, little slices of pizza as the blades. I was picturing 4.
Okay.
I think fans have 5.
I mean, you'd have to like
right?
twist them and have crust out to get a proper breeze going. I don't know if the triangle.
Jimmy, you don't have a ceiling fan.
I had to
Go
check.
Look up.
I had to check.
You never know.
After 11 years, Jamie finds out he's had a fan in his room this whole time.
There's a guillotine over there.
Oh my god. Also, in our last episode, I'd mentioned that the game's protagonist, Remy, was working for an international peacekeeping organization called the ON. At the time, did not know what that stood for. Thankfully, now I know it stands for the Organized Nations. But don't worry, they have never prevented war crimes a single time in their existence. So, obviously, it's based in reality.
Good.
I'm sure everybody was very desperate for me to figure that shit out. So, other than obviously praise the orb, thank you, Ethan. I'm glad we're still a religious podcast. What do you guys remember from our last Hell Is Us episode?
Builds
You want
are
to start, Jamie?
Yeah. So builds are emotions. It's like, so Hell is Us, if you
Yeah.
never played the game, I needed this info because I'd heard Pete talk about Hell is Us a lot, and I had no idea it was kind of like a Souls-like style game where you're running around killing stuff for loot and then fighting bosses. I thought it was some type of like old English like Adam Fall style game, but no, it's a Souls-like game. Your builds are like emotions, so you can make like a rage depression build, and my rage makes me ultimate DPS, but my depression slows everybody around me. And outside of that, there's a fat guy who has you in a chair, and there's something about
Who Lore Boys
Kissinger.
Canon, I think, is Mr. Dagon. I don't know if I
Right.
was wrong or right from the last episode, but yeah, all right, good.
And the whole thing is like you reconstructing a story that had happened years before or something. And when you die, it's like, no, you canonically just got your story wrong or like forgot. And they make you like, say that part again, idiot.
Yeah, exactly. If you tell the guy interrogating you, this like, yeah, well, anyway, I was looking for all these clues you wanted. I fucking died. Which, yeah, exactly. They do have that classic line. My first time ever dying was I used one of my drone abilities, because you have a drone as well as your like magic builds that Jamie was talking about. Rage and Despair. Despair is blue magic. And I use the one that makes you lunge forward so you can hit a bunch of enemies in a row, which is great. I, of course, completely missed and fell into a bottomless pit. So the first time I died was because I'm an idiot, and then got the loading screen. It's just like, okay, you didn't die. Just start over from the beginning. Start over from your checkpoint in your brain, please. Sort of thing.
Now, from where this story goes from there, it's, maybe Ethan remembers. Yeah.
For a little tangent first. I love that you describe the genre of Adamfall, the game, which I've never played. I don't really know what genre I would call it.
As
but you
Old
called it
English.
Old English. It's just a great description for a
It
video game
is.
genre.
It's like it's just old weapons and you creep around and you stab people like British.
There you go. Like
yeah, exactly. Also,
Stabbing people like
Adamfall
British.
was a great game from 2025 that I played through, finished, and adored. Every time somebody brings it up, which, I mean, the only person on earth who's ever brought it up is Jamie. I'm like, fuck, that game is good. If somebody asked me, what is a great game you played in 2025? Give me 1,000 years. I would never from memory say Adamfall, but you should play it. It is very good.
If Pete and Jamie are ever guarding the same door, one of them will always say that Adamfall was mid, and one of them will always say that Adamfall was peak. And you have to figure out which is which.
I think it's peak, personally. I loved it.
So you're in this like Eastern Europe proxy state,
Right.
like a proxy for Eastern Europe state, and you're finding these like nests of like terrible traumatic violence, which that like traumatic violence is spawning these like creatures now, and so you have to go and like resolve those memories by like living them and experiencing them, and that shuts the nest. The war started because there was two gods. There was a snake god and there was an orb god, right?
Yeah.
Right. The orb under the mountain. That giant ass like weird thing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I actually have new images that I took recently. So I do have actually like parts of the orb of the snake god here, like one of the temples, I believe in the Vissa Hills. So you can see the head carved in, it's like a big church, and the rest of the body leads up to another cathedral. So I do have some additional stuff there. But yes, you're both on the exact right track. It is, I really do love that I have my gameplay guy and my lore guy to remember everything about a game that I just kind of talk about.
yeah, and yeah, so there was like a pogrom against the snake worshippers, and they were kind of like extincted, and they've been this like underdog movement of people who still worship the snakes, and over the years have been, systematically warred against over and over. It's like I want to say Tanuki, but it's not Tanuki. What was what was the snake god's name again?
What's the Russian with the fat sack?
Oh, Tayar.
Yeah.
It's Tayar.
Tayar. Pretty
Yeah.
close. Tanuki. Like Jamie says, raccoons with big balls.
I said Russian.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fine.
The sack worshippers, and then the people who were just like, no, raccoons have normal-sized balls, thus the schism, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, obviously you're nailing a giant raccoon sack to a church door.
Yeah. And I don't remember specifically what the Henry Kissinger, Mayron's Dagon wanted with like it's something like, oh yeah, like we're here to, it's infinite energy or something that they're gonna get out of the orb, right? So they're doing like a project which is now, or was in the early 90s when you're recounting the story from, it's 3 years later when you're when you're being interrogated. You're basically like just going there as like a volunteer to close these things. You have to send your drone in to close it, and then at the end, the guy's like, "Yeah, like just like what the fuck are you do? Like, who cares about the rifts that are spawning horrible monstrosities and killing people because of all the trauma that this land has endured? We're gonna get super rich off emotion oil now, right?
Pretty
Emotion oil
much.
damage."
Yeah.
Yeah, they raid Ethan's house. They find 1,000 bottles of emotion oil. What are you doing with all this, man?
Nothing.
Yeah, so really, really close. You guys got basically everything. So Jamie definitely remembered more of the gameplay. A lot of the lore is there as well, but yes, that is it. The orb is the Eye of God, just in generic English, or the Eye of Setherus. So Setherus is what they called it, the people of Hadia, which is our Eastern European analog, and Tear was the snake god. Now keep in mind, the one thing, there is a schism in the worshippers of the orb itself. So that did happen. Not going to recap any of that. The entire first episode was about ancient Hadia and the religion and like the stuff that led to their current political turmoil in the 90s. What we're going to specifically focus on now are the Vigil, who I touched on last time, but I unlocked the full article about them after that episode came out. The Vigil are the secret order of knights whose purpose is to protect the country of Hadia from calamities. Calamities are the nests of violence that Ethan was talking about that spawn out limbic entities, who are the game's primary enemies. They're the white kind of ghost monsters that have like emotion crystals inside of them as well. So
Right. Yeah.
we're all on track here.
Limbic system being the fight or flight part of your brain.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's limbic entities, the limbic forge we're going to get back into, which is where you craft limbic weapons out of like the debris that comes off of limbic enemies. Anyway. But yes, crazy. I'm very impressed that you guys remembered so much of what I told you. So like, hell is us, guys. Crunch Adams. Come on. We're into it. We're 4 fans. The 3 of us
like
and Mormon Milkman.
Well, I think
I won't play it, but I enjoyed the story.
we recorded the first one pretty close to the beginning of dry January or something, I think. So might have been why everyone was perfectly able to remember. You know?
Yeah, we were all paying attention. February ain't that month for me, boys. I got too much time off work. So. But I'm below 190 pounds for the first time in fucking years today. I weighed myself at the gym. 189, baby. Let's fucking go. Very good.
Very old English of you.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly. It was very Adam fall of you to lose weight, Pete.
yeah. The rage and depression build helped him get down to 190.
It was rage and despair. Okay.
Depression typically doesn't help with that. But.
No.
Depends on the person. I know people who get real rail thin every time because they don't get motivated to eat.
They don't eat.
Depends on the person.
Oh, yeah,
I'm an eater.
True.
I'm an eater for sure.
I love food therapy personally. It's so the nests of violence are called calamities, like I said, and they are caused by the Eye of Setherus, also known as the Eye of God, when Hadia experienced sufficiently brutal violence. So it's not going to be like a mugging or one guy getting stabbed or whatever. It's got to be just like,
you can stab a couple people for free. The Eye of God won't even get mad.
No, the first couple of stabs are completely free. The Eye of God said it was okay. Thus say the orb. Okay.
This is the problem. And this is a critique of capitalism, right? Where it's like there's a few people who get in early, get their stabs, and they get to reap all the benefits. Then none of us are left with any stabbings because they've used up all our stabbings before the Eye of God gets mad.
If you stay at a particularly rich hotel in Britain, then they leave a little tiny switchblade on your pillow. And the first 2 are free.
Exactly. So the Eye is a gigantic orb inside Mount Obek and has been worshipped by various cultures in Hadia for thousands of years. Our first episode about that starts with ancient Hadia. I like Primeval Man found this fucking thing like 10,000 years ago during the Ice Age, something like that. I can't remember exactly. Anyway, there it is. So certain acts of violence will cause the Eye to manifest time loops, supernatural energy domes where violent acts play over and over and over again. And from these loops come limbic entities. These are the ghostly humanoid monsters. I understand I just said this. I'm repeating myself because I wrote it down. My mistake. One thing I don't recall is I don't recall if I showed what the ground looks like inside of a time loop, but after a time loop is closed with the special amine prism, which we talked about last time, it leaves like this ripple pattern in the ground, which as a kid growing up like in the 90s in the woods reminds me of like a riverbed.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. It's this one right here.
I thought you were
It's
going
like
to say
this ripple
cool
pattern.
hat.
It looks like the sand on a riverbed, like when I was looking for frogs
Oh.
and like crayfish and shit.
Reminds me of a Pizza Fan.
Yeah, Pizza Fan did some real damage there, huh?
Yeah.
Those guys got a little too close to that Pizza Fan trying to
Yeah.
chomp those blades. That's the thing, because pizza's so delicious, you want to bite it, but it's a fan. It'll kill you.
I love that superstition. It's so funny.
I'm not sure it's super kind
No, dude.
of real, but whatever. Go off,
but-
Game.
No, I'm talking about the
Go-
Korean superstition where
ahead.
if you leave a fan on too long, it consumes the oxygen in the room and kills people.
Oh, turn a fan on and bite it, Peter. Okay.
All right.
You report back how that went, little
Well,
Mister.
subscribe to the Patreon.
I
you
hit.
can
I
see
hit.
that on the
I punched a
bonus.
wall one time, and now I got to wear a jerk off glove for the rest of my life. Okay.
I fell down
Grow up.
too. Okay.
Grow up.
And I jerk off too much. That's what- my
Maybe you
Dorka
don't punch
cone.
enough walls, honestly, because I've punched way more than one in the last 2 months, and no gloves here, no
Oh.
gloves here.
It's like those.
I had bad form.
It's those people like who like kick metal with their shins over and over again to get real strong shins. You just got to punch more
I like the
walls.
sound
get
of
real-
that.
I just feel like I just should have been like a karate master. It's just like I
Yeah,
should get
the one
angry
inch
drunk at myself way more often.
Go for the bricks next time, dude. See what you can really do.
Ooh.
Great.
You got to put on the Goku training weights and hit the bricks.
Yeah.
You think that's where the
That's
expression
true.
come from?
I love the term "hit the bricks." Is like to leave someplace.
Mm.
It's just like, yo, if the venue sucks, hit the bricks. You don't have to stay.
Kick rocks.
Kick rocks, yeah. So the eye had been lost for some time, which we did ridicule in the last episode. It's inside a mountain, neither one of which move.
But
I
the
don't
eye
get it.
doesn't. The eye doesn't move at all. It can't
Not
move?
in the game and not in anything that I've read. It's just
Okay.
there inside Mount Obek.
Yeah. It's like,
Like
an
it
owl.
disappears in.
The neck can move, but the eye is always staying the same, right?
Yes.
Ooh, owls don't
exactly.
move. Hmm.
Owls were relevant in the last episode as well. They predate the drone as the
Oh,
way
true,
to drop
yeah.
a prism inside a time loop. I want to play that fucking game so bad where you get your
Assassin's Creed
owl buddy.
style.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know me. You know I love. You know me. I love having a bird handy. It's just so
Mhm.
nice.
What was
Especially
that?
now.
What was
'Cause
that
I can use a
cool?
bird to jack
Yeah.
me off.
Yeah.
Was that cool owl book that they told us about when we were young? Speaking of
Cool?
birds jacking us off, is what the one with the owl that like they had this ancient hall with all the other like elder owl screeches. It was like a perfectly round cave, so you can go back and hear the stories of your ancestors by going into this cave because
I want to say Silverwing is the only book I remember you talking about this, but Silverwing is the only book that I can think of coming to mind. But the owls were the enemies there. so
Wasn't
I get it.
Silverwing a bat?
we were in
Yeah,
the
it was that
same
bad, yeah.
class.
But
It was-
owls were like the villains.
Bad guys.
It was our
Yeah.
grade
Mhm.
5 class that they read it to us. It was when we had the alternating teachers. They read that book to
Mhm.
us in that class. But it's
Miss Gibbs, my goat.
Gibbs ruled. All my homies hate. What's her
Hey,
name?
Breezebois.
Breezebois. Broken wood. Yo.
we didn't fuck it. We didn't fuck with her, man.
Yo, you
No,
can
I didn't-
break
I didn't fuck
wood
with her.
and kick rocks, bitch. Get out of the class. Mix Gibbs.
Can we go back to an owl jerking Pete off because I thought that was so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Here's
Jamie,
one for
don't
you.
change the fucking
Sorry,
subject. Okay?
sorry.
Here's one for you. Here's one for you. Who?
Oh yeah, look at me and just like the head
Yeah,
just
she-
turns
she-
around.
Yeah, her throat game goes crazy. She hits it with the 360.
Owl pellet's got a condom in it.
Last time we were talking about
Excuse me.
owl's impression. This is my impression of an owl if it was Australian. It would say "her."
Her.
I saw one today. This is my impression of an owl if it was a British rock band from the 70s and 80s. Out here in the fields.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
It's the Who. Get it?
Y- As a millennial, I discovered the Who through the credit sequence of CSI Miami. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
that is like that's where I got it.
That's pretty cool.
Where were we here? We're not talking about.
You were talking about the way the ground looks after you close a
Yeah, there you
limbic
go.
memory.
So the Eye had been lost for some time. Those in power named themselves the Order of the Eye. These are the big conspiracy guys. This is a shadow government operating, maybe on an island. I don't fucking know. You know, talking about pizza for some fucking reason. That's crazy. The Order spent the Order
Pizza
spent
fan.
centuries
No, it's not a gate,
manipulating
it's a
people.
fan.
Pizza fan gate. Pizza fan
fan.
gate brought to you by FanDuel.
Crunch had us FanDuel. I don't gamble or know anything about sports, but fucking I heard the bag is pretty good.
Yeah, we'll
So
compare you to shadowy cabals of pedophiles as much as you want.
yeah, exactly. You don't fucking care. You fucking demons. So the Order spent centuries manipulating people and politicians, the people and politicians of Hadia, in an effort to prevent the cycle of violence that the country seemed to be stuck in, simply to stop the calamities from manifesting. The Shadowy Cabal so bad at preventing violence though, because they did go through 5 and then a 6th at the time of the game. So turns out not great, right?
Turns out shadow governments aren't very effective at governing.
Nope, not at all. So this did not work. If you recall in our last episode, the Order had divided up Hadia along religious lines, the Palamists and the Sabinian, which are the kind of Catholic, the Protestant worshippers of the Iosethorus, and then appointed 2 oligarchs per side to keep the peace. Lord Astor figured sharing power was for communists, at least on paper, and decided that he wanted it all for himself, just like communists in practice. So Lord Astor was the source of at least the second calamity, I believe also the third, but we'd have to go back and listen to the previous episode. He did a lot of warmongering in the 8th century, I think, if I recall correctly.
Gotcha.
So the Eye continued activating. Time loops appeared. The Order constantly had to deploy their first and last line of defense, knights known as the Full Guard. So this is PHOL. In the last episode, I knew the name of the organization, but I didn't know who the Full Guard were, nor how they related to the Vigil. I think I presented them as different things. They are not.
Full Guard's a horse. The people who guard foals are horses or farmers.
Oh.
Ronda Rousey is a full guard.
That's a full guard is what Pete wears on his wrist, so a horse doesn't jerk him off.
The animals keep trying. They keep trying to get in. It's crazy.
That's it. Yeah, no. It doesn't prevent horses who are of age. Pete's okay with that. It's just the underage horses that he wants to keep out.
Devil be gone.
I wanted up on the pizza fan list. No.
So it's PHOL for Full Guard. Don't know what it means. Didn't pull up a clip. One of you is welcome to. So the Full Guard were the warriors responsible for closing time loops, pushing back the limbic entities, and they used the weapons from the limbic forge and like Sign-On that we discussed last time. These weapons are forged from the shards harvested from the bodies of limbic entities. Wish I could remember the name of the guy who founded the forge. It's in the last episode. He's
told us in the last
some kind of warrior monk.
Jordy LaForge.
Sorry?
Because you meet the ghost of him, right? Or no, it's the other guy that you meet?
There is an older guy who I will talk about later because now I figured out who he is, but in the last one. But no, it's like it's Calvin Modus. So it's the Modus Forge or the First Forge. Excuse me. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. I don't know what triggered that, but thank you, Ethan. thanks for the
Me getting it wrong triggered your actually to correct me.
Yeah, I mean, inspiration comes in many forms, Ethan. It's okay.
I've been doing stuff wrong my whole life, and it's for you guys, okay? It's to trigger you guys to be doing the right things, all right?
I appreciate it. Yeah.
Thank you.
So, after the 5th calamity, which I do not have the dates for, the Order of the Eye realized that their strategy of manipulating institutions was not working out. As it happens, people in power just want to stay in power, and not a single one of them has an altruistic molecule in their body or a soul, so it isn't murder. Luigi was with me, for the record, okay? I don't know who you think you got. He was over here, and we were in Montreal. We were eating brisket. That's it.
We were building a pizza fan.
Yeah, exactly. We're just making a list. Don't worry
Mhm.
about it.
One of those classic lore boys things, building a fan,
Well,
kind of just
Yeah.
taking it to the next level.
that we built a fan in my room and signed it all. That fan went to the curb last year. It was the end of an era.
Mhm.
It completely fell apart. But
It's too bad it didn't last like 18 more months to get to our like 10-year.
oh
True.
yeah,
Fuck.
should have made it out of pizza.
All right. Well, we can start. 10th anniversary is coming up.
Well,
What, next
we
year?
never would have
We'll
made
do
it to 10 years because Pete would have tried to bite it, clearly, and would have killed himself. So,
Oh, that's true. But then you guys would just be two-manning all the time, and no one would know fucking shit about Hell Is Us.
we would
right?
not get it done. If it was a 2-man operation, there's no way we'd hit every week. It's just no shot.
That's true. Yeah. We
We're
are all
barely scraping by with
we are
three.
all 60% here, and the rest is like calibrated to just back up everything else.
Yeah.
So instead of manipulating institutions and like kings and queens, the Order of the Eye shifted manipulation to the people of Hadia instead. After the devastation brought on by the fifth calamity, they decided to try and shape the culture of the country in an effort to stabilize things a little bit. I think this involves a little bit of history rewriting, as they decided to seed into the culture that the idea of like two major holidays in Hadia were just about peace the entire time. So you have the carnival, it's a carnival of peace, and
And
also the
Thanksgiving.
week of peace.
Oh, Blue Week. of Peace, Okay.
And
Yeah.
the week of peace, yeah,
That's
exactly.
it. No, I mean,
that-
yeah, that there's like real world parallels there, right? With like every Christian holiday. Where it's like,
Yeah.
no, this isn't about the winter solstice. Jesus just happened to be born at the same time as the winter solstice. What do you mean?
Yeah, exactly. And he loved gifts more than anything.
You love
Yeah,
capitalism.
OG
didn't
consumer,
you know?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, true.
Mhm.
Yeah, like when you got like gold, myrrh, like a Sears catalog, like
Yeah,
gold one. Like Jesus is in a Macy's Day Parade, all that sort of shit.
Mhm.
So the carnival and the week of peace actually coincided with ending past calamities. So this is like they were just like, oh no, the holidays like it's about peace the entire time. So they tried to seed into the culture a little bit of love thy neighbor. But instead of just like, no, you have to love your neighbor. We encourage peace because if you don't, then there will be ghosts. And that hasn't been good at all. They're very difficult to deal with. So like it is in the same way we get into like the holiday spirit during Christmas or release comics on time on Valentine's Day. It's the exact same idea, right? There's like two perfect things that everybody knows happens every year. So the culture of the people of Hadia would shift towards being more peaceful. A quote from Tanya Alvar's article states that the people would police themselves, right? Which is
they do.
pretty powerful.
People
Yeah,
are known
exactly.
for it.
And we do. Like one of the reasons
Yeah.
society holds together at all, we don't even have the threat of ghosts. It's like just a threat of like ostracization. Unless you're like a freak on the internet, obviously, and listen to this fucking show, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, it turns out giving people a big space where they don't have to fear ostracization like that has had
It's
some
bad.
repercussions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So far, so bad.
Let's just scan their
Um,
faces, though. Honestly,
I would love to. I think we should do that.
Lord Boys is gonna scan your
credit.
faces. Just so you know, just slipping that in
I mean,
the middle of the episode.
I use my phone to scan my face 100 times a day, unfortunately, and that's when Discord is just like, "Hey, show us a picture ID." I'm like, "Wow, too far, corporation.
Yeah,
Fuck you."
exactly. It's all these arbitrary
Meanwhile,
lines in the sand we draw, right? Like we've sold all our
meanwhile,
personal
the
data
microphone
1,000
I
times
sleep
over.
next to.
Yeah.
I won't take a picture of my face, but I'll let an owl jerk me off.
Yeah.
I mean, the owl doesn't have, to my knowledge, like Wi-Fi. That the
No,
data
birds are
stays
drones,
with data
right?
dies with the owl.
No, birds are drones, man.
Yeah, basic information recording device. It's an acronym, people. Think
Mhm.
So, to the credit of the fictional Haitian people, this worked. They did police themselves for a while, at least. So, this shift in culture is the reason the time between the fifth and sixth calamities is like 1,200 years. Because the fifth calamity ended in the medieval times, and the sixth calamity is happening during the game in the 90s, in 1999. Where was I? Sorry.
The difference between Atom Fall and the game that you're
Yeah.
playing now. So yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
It was in Old
exactly.
English times.
Yeah.
1,200 years before the 1900s.
Yeah, exactly. One of the things that I find very funny here is the the sixth calamity is prevented, and we made a joke about this in the last episode, but when Hadia decides to open its borders and meet with the United States, things just start to go fucking wrong immediately.
Hmm.
Like, this is
It's almost
when
like
the
there's
country of
weird
Hadia...
external meddling going on. I don't
Yeah,
know.
exactly. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. What are you guys doing? Having elections and your own holidays? I don't think so.
Yeah. No, it's, oh, that sounds great. Wait, what's that over there? Energy that we can make money off of? Okay, let's get our hands involved in these elections. Huh?
Yeah, exactly. So I did find that very funny in the last one. And it really is that. It's like over a millennia without calamities. And then one meeting in the 60s, 30 years later,
Yeah.
the ghosts are back.
Then you meet Nixon and Kissinger, and all of a sudden the ghosts are back.
Yeah. They met with JFK. So it would have been JFK before whatever the fucking the orb had him assassinated or something.
Mhm.
There's a grassy knoll. There was just another orb on
grassy
the
orb.
Zapruder film.
Yeah.
Where was I here? So to their credit, the order maintained the full guard for 1,000 years while promoting peace within the culture of Hadia. So despite the lack of calamities or limbic entities to kill, they still continue to fund this whole thing. So reading this in a video game is very funny, as like the people are in video game industry are barely given like 1,000 seconds before they are deemed obsolete, when it's just like, well, you know, were you not the top selling game on Steam the day your game came out? You must go. That is the end of it. But the Order of the Eye was just like, no, we're going to maintain our secret order of knights just in case, right? However, after 1,000 years, eventually the Full Guard was ordered to disband. It was getting too expensive, and to be fair to this fictional
Bloated military budget,
organization,
huh? The United States
Yeah.
saw that and said, we'll fix it. Don't worry.
Yeah. Just disband your Full Guard. Don't worry about that at all. They don't need to be here. When's the last time you guys even hunted?
America will protect you. We'll always be a calm and stable force in the world that will
Yeah.
seek to preserve the world order.
So I met up with a listener over my trip, and we were just talking about the show and stuff, and something that came up with Hono, he's like, man, sometimes Ethan and Pete just really lay into the States, man. We love you. We want to come give you a hug. And then the first episode I come back, we're just laying into the
I would
States
love for
again.
him to guess a single fucking reason why we do this.
Most of our listeners are
Look,
from the
we
States.
love Americans. We love Americans.
We do love
Yes.
I
Americans.
think it's like I hate my government. You know what I mean? I hate all
Yeah.
governments. You guys hog the news. You guys hog the news. That's what it is. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, you watch the news, it's all about the States. It's hard to find Canadian news because you guys just overshadow us. So if we're gonna make fun of any politicians, we might as well make fun of all politicians.
But we're not
Okay?
making
If you
fun
guys
of
want
you.
to be the superpower, yeah.
No, definitely not you. Not Americans. Love Americans. I've been down to the States many, many times. Beautiful
Yes.
people. Salt of the earth. Love ya.
Love the
It is just kind of easy every once in a while to just be like, I recognize this problem. This seems real familiar.
I will say, when we're talking about destabilizing countries in the world, like this is your breadbasket. This is your milieu.
Yeah.
You know, like this is what you guys do. So.
Yeah.
Canadians
Come on.
also, like, a lot of the Geneva Conventions invented because of the way Canadians were in like world wars and stuff. But
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And you motherfuckers down there better pipe the fuck down. I'm sure you're about to find out why. So yeah. The full gourds, excuse me, these gourds, the pumpkin patch, the Fall Guard was ordered to disband by the order. However, some refused. Some among the guard figured they should stick around just in case. This seems pretty reasonable to me. Like, we didn't have a sit down with the chairman of measles to make it go away. We, did the right thing, kept an eye out at time of writing. Mostly vaccinated people to get rid of it. And so it's just like, it's really good to have a thing, just like, if the ghosts come back, have a guy with a ghost sword to kill the ghost. I do think that is a good idea. Okay.
Yeah.
if there was
The only
a
thing that stops a ghost with a gun is a good guy with a ghost gun.
yeah,
Yes, we do need good guys with ghost guns. Exactly.
if there was a chairman of measles, he would look exactly like that guy who's interrogating you at the beginning of this game. By the way,
Yes. Chairman of measles.
that's what you said, right?
Yeah. So the Full Guard was given a final quest to safeguard the Eye of God from external forces. I'm not sure when this happened, but I'm fairly certain this is in the early 16th century. So they were ordered to, like, I obviously we're making fun of the U.S. destabilizing countries, but like the disbanding of the full guard was ordered in the medieval times. This is when they transition into the Vigil, which we're gonna get into. But the loyalists who were just like, no, we should probably have like ghost countermeasures. Great idea. Had to form their second like secret society below that. The Order was worried that the House of Cards that they'd set up in Hadia was ready to collapse, and the Full Guard was concerned that Hadia's isolationist policies was holding the country back. But we'll get more into that after the break. Welcome back from the break, everybody. Thanks for listening to the ads. I like my fractions of pennies. Okay. So the details of the mission to hide the eye from external forces are unfortunately lost to time, according to Tanya Alver in game. We can at least retrace their steps. Ruins and artifacts are nearly impossible to completely destroy, especially when some are so well hidden or so big. The giant, like carving of Tear, the snake, into the side of the mountain. It's very pyramid or sphinx-esque. The effort to destroy this to hide this in history would be like obviously like a gigantic waste.
Yeah.
Oh,
And a terrible crime.
Mm-hmm.
Also that, yeah, the destruction of like your own ancient culture is insane. So the quest to somehow hide the location of the eye was successful, however. And then after the week of peace ended in 1513, the order was officially disbanded. The order officially disbanded the Full Guard. The company I work for has some pretty decent benefits. Unfortunately, the order did not. The Knights of the Full Guard were hunted down, and after their department was shuttered. So some fought back, some accepted it, and some tried to run. The only general of the Full Guard that managed to escape his fate was Pentos Algia. This image here that I'm resharing should be familiar to anybody who watched our first video podcast that Jonno had edited, the helm and coif of Pentos Algia, first of the Vigil. This is in the Watcher's Nest in-game. We already talked about how fucking cool this thing was. I made up what Pentos Algia might look like for the artwork for that episode. Turns out my fan art of him having like a big like mace scepter was wrong, because there is like a picture of him where he's holding a sword, which is less interesting. Fuck you, lore boys can. It was a mace.
I think it's worth mentioning, for those of you who somehow missed the announcement, we do have a YouTube with video content now. We've mentioned it, and some people have made the trip over, but if you want to see these images and stuff, they're being posted along with our faces and stuff on our YouTube. So go on, check it out there. Subs or follows or comments, it all helps us grow that stuff. We're trying to get to a place where we can post even more video content. So check us out on YouTube, Lore Boys.
And thank you for everybody who has subscribed. And thank you for the compliments. And the one that sticks with me, I haven't read any of the comments, but on the Discord, somebody was just like, they should have called it Handsome Boys. And that's when I kind of thought back. I was like, I wonder what people imagine three guys talking about video game lore look like, and just to see three normal white guys instead of just like...
My favorite comment is the one where they're like, why is there all those bird feathers in Peter's lap?
Jerking it. Look, they're gone now. I've got the glove. Fuck. Okay, I'm taking care of it.
Bits of beak all over his apartment. It's crazy. Cracking jaws out here.
Pentos and his group of allies managed to disappear, establishing a new organization known as the Vigil. So the Vigil swore to continue monitoring the situation in Hadia to ensure that they were ready should another calamity begin. Through experience,
they were
obviously
being vigilant, huh?
Exactly. Yeah, right. What you know. They obviously had learned through experience to not trust the Order of the Eye, since they had been working for them as the Full Guard. And then when they were just like, you guys no longer serve a purpose, rather than a severance package, I guess we'll just kill you. And what we know about the Eye is that killing a bunch of people certainly doesn't cause more fucking calamities. We've learned to be a responsible secret organization.
Here's the thing. You kill people up to a limit, right? And so then somebody went and shot JFK, and that was fine. But then the next murder tips the scales.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. You should got like a time loop in Dallas, just like outside the library or the book depository or whatever it was, just like constantly repeating itself.
What about a conspiracy theory that JFK just died of natural causes in that car?
It just did that.
Going? Yeah. He just like it was natural. He just died
Like a
like
very
that.
rare form of brain cancer, where the tumor,
Yeah.
where the tumor it explodes and then also shoots the guy in the front seat in the back.
Exactly. Yeah. A piece of bone got lodged there.
Yeah, sure.
I think we can get it going.
Dude, yeah, maybe like
If you're listening, you're schizophrenic. Tell your schizophrenic friends. Okay.
Yeah.
maybe like a
It's got to be so hard now.
blood clot, but like the vein really fills up like a garden hose with a rock in it in a cartoon, and then it gets to a point where just pow and the pressure, you know.
Yeah. You just got like Jackie O drinking from a hose in the back of that convertible. So without the resources of the Order of the Eye, the Vigil could not recruit or train external applicants. Loreboy's canon, I don't think they wanted to. Just to keep it tight-knit, just to make sure you could trust them. They did rely on bloodline traditions, training their own children to be Knights of the Vigil. So new Knights were exclusively children of existing members. As far as I know, at least, that's what the lore says. Remy's mother was a Knight of the Vigil, and in the last episode, I said his dad was as well. I don't think he is, but he is a limbic smith. And your dad had trained the smith that upgrades your weapons in game. He knows who your dad is. But I'm not sure why. Something is seeded doubt in my mind when doing my research in game. Again, I haven't like completed a second playthrough at this time, but your mother Hondo P is a Knight of the Vigil. Your dad Rip is a smith. Spoilers for whatever the first third of the game. Your father does pass away.
Your dad is a smith. Your name is Jaden. You're gonna have a child named Limbic one day, and
You think the slap could have caused a time rift?
could have.
Yeah, that would have been
Rock
another
stuck
one,
up there.
another good one, just on the stage at the Oscars. Oh my god.
Great reference, right?
Yeah,
I'm hitting
It
great
is
so
references
relevant.
today. It's crazy.
This is
man.
the last time we brought up Will Smith slap. It was also so after the fact, but he had just released like a rap and was like back in public hate for a little bit. So at least then we were a little more on it. This one's just way off. I like it.
What about that time he was eating spaghetti, huh?
Dude, he's getting
Oh,
better
yeah.
and better at it. I gotta
He
say.
keeps buying better cameras and eating more spaghetti. It's
Yeah.
certainly not another thing.
Yeah.
I also don't know if you need one parent to be a member of the Vigil or if you need both. Again, like I don't know.
It'd be hard to live that double life as like one of the two parents. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, oh baby, you're going out all late with your poncho and owl again. It's like I'm just going to jack off in the yard.
Yeah, I'm only at dad's every second weekend after the divorce, so I only have my
Yeah.
poncho and owl 2 weekends a month. Yeah.
You're so embarrassed with the one time every 2 weeks and he comes to pick you up from school because he's got the owl and poncho on. Like, oh, Dad. God.
I just toss the owl in the back. It's just
Yeah.
like, okay, no, I can sit in the back. It's okay. I live for the seatbelts.
You be nice to your stepmother, Margaret. He's just holding the owl up on his little cock in his glove.
So Pentos was known to carry the keystone of grief, but still kept some secrets from his group of loyalists. He alone knew the location of the first forge made by Calvin Modus. Remy does find it centuries later in the 90s, but due to a bad case of being alive in the 16th century, Pentos Algea just died out of nowhere, and with him, the location of the forge
JFK.
was lost.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
natural
back
causes.
in the 16th century, drinking out of a garden hose in a car was way more dangerous. It just killed people all the
Yeah.
time, right? That's why the
Yeah,
average
exactly.
the average age
Yeah.
was 35.
People didn't wash their hands before drinking out of a garden hose in the back of a car in the 1600s. That's the thing.
No,
you know?
Exactly. They were barbaric.
Yeah, people weren't washing their groceries after going to the store and drinking out of a garden hose in the back of a car.
Yeah. No.
It's also just dangerous for other drivers because all these people have thousands of feet long garden hoses from their homes to wherever they're going. Just
To the grocery store and back.
it's just crisscross
Yeah.
applesauce everywhere. You're driving into them, you know.
It's just like fucking
Getting
nuts.
guillotined or garroted.
Yeah.
Did your car just break down on the highway if you get like a kink in the hose?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like before they figured out you could have a gas tank. Every car had a hose just screwed into the side of it.
Yeah. I mean, this is like an old reference to our an older episode we did. Like that's how an Evangelion works. Like they're plugged in the
Damn.
whole
right,
time.
yeah.
That's why like the tension in every fight is getting unplugged. It's like, oh no, they have 3 minutes of battery to fight this monster again.
Again, just like every time they fight a monster.
Yeah. But what about a wireless mecha, dude? Like what the fuck is going on here?
I saw a steam motorcycle when I was in San Francisco. There was just a
Gabe Newell's going crazy with these things, these peripherals now, man. What the hell?
yeah. You can
Nuts.
you
Too much
can-
power.
You can play Half-Life 2 on the road. It's actually sick, man.
Yeah, that's not dangerous at all. That's way safer than a
no.
fucking hose.
Dude, fucking going a fucking 140 miles an hour down the interstate, fucking hitting my bunny hops in CS, dude. That sounds sick.
Oh hell yeah!
You hit a red light,
That's
no
real gamer
problem.
shit.
Red light, just you portal to the other side of it. No problem. No issue.
Oh, okay, every Valve game, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, a steam motorcycle. Talk about an artifact.
Oh, very good. That's a
Jesus
vintage one. They
Christ,
don't
dude,
sell
that
that
is a
one
game that I
anymore.
forgot existed. Holy
Yeah.
moly.
Yeah, it's
Dota.
artifact and steam
Oh.
motorcycles are both just forgotten in the back of a closet somewhere because
Yeah.
nobody plays that game. Nobody drives steam motorcycles.
No.
That's crazy.
Where
though.
was I
You-
here?
You have to like, you have a sidecar full of like hot coals that you're like shoving in between your legs while you're driving it.
Oh yeah. Or, yeah, I guess you'd have to stoke it yourself, right?
You
Dude.
boil the water at home and you just pour it in and you get going.
Okay.
It was at a museum that I just walked into that was like,
Oh wait, it's not on the street. Sorry, I was thinking about some like real like gay hippie shit in San Francisco. Like some like you'd see a guy on a unicycle here or train man.
no. So it was in the idea of this museum is it was a coin operated museum. So it was like anything that you could put like a quarter or a nickel into. And there was the creepiest machines I've ever seen. The first thing we do, we walk in there and it's playing Oregon clown music that is terrifying. And then we start walk. Yeah, I'll send. You could start talking for a little bit. I'll put a couple of pictures into the boys chat because you guys have to see how terrifying a coin operated museum really truly is.
I mean, it does sound like you went to a haunted carnival, which I do not like.
Oh, I found it.
Totally-
As well as
Jamie, wake
this,
up.
as
You're in
well
a
as
coma.
the
Wake
Steam.
up.
Drink your PBR, Jamie. We got it into the hospital for you.
Yeah, and I
Oh,
know we're
look at this guy.
recording.
It's that guy holding a little priest.
Yeah, and that's the Oregon
Oh,
music
ew.
for our
What
own
the
time.
fuck?
But
Oh, I've always wanted to try one of these. I can't. Oh, you hear the music? I always
yeah,
want to try. It's like they have it in like The Simpsons. It's
Oh, it's
like
a
the
love tester. Yeah. All right. Well, that's gonna be great for Patreon. The additional photos from the chat there,
As well as the
Don't
YouTube.
cut these into the video.
YouTube.
Are we
And
putting these in the video?
why wouldn't we?
Jonno.
Why wouldn't we? Yeah.
Jonno would.
There's
We
the
talked
Steam-
about
Fair
it.
enough.
The Steam Flyer, built by Niles Gillingwater in Sacramento in 1912. It's the only one of its kind and is perfect working condition.
That guy's name sounds faker than Gildas Brom, who is a guy
Niles
I'm
Gillingwater.
going to talk about in 3 seconds.
Yeah.
So I can't recall. So Pedro Salgado had died suddenly, like we were saying, crashed his steam-powered motorcycle because he was bee-hopping on the highway. Or Lord Boys Cannon, that's what happened. I can't recall which sarcophagus you do find his body in, but you do end up getting the Keystone of Grief, which is the blue one. You need the 4 colored keystones to be able to unlock Endgame within the Modus Forge. Okay. The tomb that I took a picture of here that I'm going to be sharing along with the scary ass motorcycle and all these fucked up dolls is in the Watcher's Nest in the Vissa Hills, and this is where Gildas Brom is. So I'm going to share both pictures now, but I have one fucking hand. This is really annoying. I don't even have the
Should have
picture.
been more
Anyway,
careful with that owl, huh?
no. Here's Gildas Brom in his wheelchair. I don't have the sarcophagus picture, but you know what a desiccated corpse looks like. Come on.
Hey, I very FDR looking, right? With the one of those hats. What do you call it? There's a name for that kind of hat.
I call it like a wedge hat or Irishman up to no good hat.
It's
Oh,
always
what do they
Russian.
call
Oh,
it?
this is
And
Ushanka. Excuse me.
Ushanka.
Yeah.
I would pronounce it Uchenka, but I don't know which is right.
His hands are so weird. It looks like he's wearing gloves, but I don't think he's
It
meant
does
to
look like
be.
he's wearing gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be. He
I
looks
think
cold.
in my head, I still think this guy is like centuries old. Confirmed. I did like go back in game and capture some new footage. He is the oldest living member of the Vigil. He is inside the Watcher's Nest, and he will lore dump for you and give you rewards for completing side quests and closing time loops. If you
What
guys
is
play the
this?
game,
All right, can we
Yeah.
can we look at the whiteboard
I
behind him?
crying
so
Right in his head?
intensified. Crying
Yeah.
intensified the friggin' angle of that guy who got stabbed in the
He's
gut.
like a guy. Yeah, he's on like his. Imagine you're lying on your back and you flipped your legs up and over,
yeah, that's
so that
true.
the back of your head is on the ground and you're like the front of your feet are on the ground.
Tub girl
above that, and
stance. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, tub girl stance, and then stabbed in the back by a sword, and it says "crying intensifies."
We must-
in quotations.
We must
I
kick
love.
at the darkness until it bleeds daylight. CH.
Mhm.
And then there's like some type of score system back there. Braum sucks, dude. Not a single point.
He's in a wheelchair, Jamie.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
why is he even playing, man? You should
Mog.
change leagues.
That's true. Anya, Jensen. No, maybe Adam Jensen.
Vitalis.
Yeah. Oh, Vitalis is, I think, your dad's name, actually. Vitalis is Remy's dad.
there you go.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. Because I remember seeing the whiteboard and like the kind of cutesy chibi limbic monsters in the background, but I never actually looked at them until you guys just brought it up. But yeah, it's insane, like insane
That one
things
is
just like
crazy.
spaced out behind him.
He's trying to self suck and he got stabbed in the back. You know? What I mean?
Yeah, that's the cardinal sin is trying to self suck. Yeah.
Yowl. That's what I'm saying.
The artists are just
Stabbed her in
having
the back
fun.
during an auto fellatio sesh, dude. It's so funny.
Fellatio.
So the surviving members of the Vigil began searching for lost relics and forges. The scholars of the Order of the Eye had already initiated the Purge of Knowledge, rewriting history as a means to control the future. Some scraps of history, along with very good video game loot, were locked away in vaults of forbidden knowledge. These require a certain set of keystone to unlock, and at time of recording, I have not found them all. God, I want to. I have like 2 of 3 of the remaining sets in every fucking area in the game. All of my missing vaults here. I need one more key. I have no idea where any of them are. I've got 2 of 3. It's driving me fucking insane. It's just
Sure.
like I need to go through a full playthrough again just to like redo the whole fucking thing because I just like I need to know. I need to know what is inside.
Have you tried sucking yourself and getting stabbed in the back?
Not
yeah,
yet.
maybe stop relying on the owl so much. Try and put the work in yourself. Okay.
Maybe. You're right. Yeah. Because I pulled myself up by my whatever, and I was like, nah, I'm not saying that. So the Vigil sadly couldn't retain talent with scraps alone, so their numbers dwindled over the years. Also the 6th calamity only starts in the 1990s, like we said earlier. So we have a bunch of paranoid secret knights trying to transfer their family ghost hunting business to their children, who have already at this point been more interested in other stuff by the 1950s, which is already 900 years later. So they're doing a pretty good fucking job. Lore Boys canon, I think Beatlemania probably took Hadia by storm after they opened up their borders and started meeting with the US and getting a little bit of culture in there. So people really didn't want to do this anymore. I haven't unlocked all of Tanya's articles. I don't know what the culture of Hadia did shift-wise, how it shifted. But yeah, people started to drift away from this because it's Grandpa, I'm not gonna hunt down ghosts who are self-sucking here. We haven't seen you've never seen one. You've never seen a ghost self-suck itself a single time. Neither did your fucking grandfather. I'm gonna listen to the Beatles and commit sin by watching Elvis's hips and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Persistence was key, however. Some members of the Vigil eventually located the journal of, I don't know how to fucking say this, Orunwe Mateus in 1972. So it's just that is just stick with it, guys. Come on. That's a great attitude. The journal detailed an expedition into the Umal Caves, led by the Warden of Grief, who preceded Pentos Algea. So this is pre-Vigil Folgard times. For 5 more years, they searched for the entrance of the Umal Caves, and in the end, they just got lucky. So in 1977, a police officer was called to stop some children who were playing with an ancient-looking, scary sword, and obviously demanded to know where the children had found it. Now, this police officer was a knight of the Vigil and just had a regular job as a cop, and
Okay.
just straight up fell
That's
ass
like
backwards. It's just like, we
Mhm.
got a 401 here at the park outside the elementary school. We got some schoolboys playing with a ghost sword, and he's
Haunted sword?
like fumbles his radio immediately, like, I'm on it, I'm going. Like tries to put the siren on the roof, it just falls out the fucking window. It's like hitting on the asphalt when he's going.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah, the that little like spiral cord dragging behind the car next to the garden hose, just like
Yeah.
flapping
Yeah,
around.
exactly. So obviously he demanded to know where the children had found it, and it just so happens they'd found it near the entrance to the Umal caves. So most of the cave door that had been erected was completely eroded, but the children still managed to find this limbic sword and were just like fucking around with it at the park. It's like, but also it's just like don't work hard, just get lucky. Like it's crazy. You do things with something for 1,000 years and just like, well, good enough. I mean, it's good that they were still operating, so people knew who the fuck, like, what the fuck this was,
Yeah.
and like found the cave itself. But yeah. So the Vigil began to venture into the caves themselves, which turned out to be extensive. Hadia is like an anthill. There's like tunnels that go for miles and miles below the country. I was really impressed as to how huge this fucking game was, because you'd think you unlock a dungeon, and it's just like, oh well, the objective was to unlock the dungeon, and the treasure is at the end. Where it's like, oh no, unlocking the dungeon was the first third of this quest, and then the rest of it is getting through the rest. So it's very, very cool. Very Dark Soulsy, right? Like you don't really
Mhm.
know how big the world is until you get into it. But yeah, it's very
It's like
cool.
Kentucky, riddled with caves.
Much like Kentucky, you have modern cities built on top of ruins that are built on top of ruins that are built on top of ruins. That sort
Mhm.
of thing, right? And we need, I mean, the 12th spice. The Fall Guard, what was it? Pentos Algea took the 12th spice to his grave, and he
Yeah,
never
exactly.
told anybody where to
Yeah.
find
Yeah.
it.
You're supposed
Died
to
of garden hose, yeah.
use owls, not chickens, and he just never told
Oh
him.
yeah,
Yeah, that's why
that's
you
the
can never get it
11th
right.
secret ingredient is
Yeah.
owl meat. The
Kentucky.
11th herb and spice is owl meat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You
just
get it
like,
next to the clubhouse in the grocery store.
Yeah.
it'd be so funny if you're following the recipe, the secret recipe you found on like a stone tablet for KFC, and up until the 10th step, it never mentions chicken once, and then the 12th step is owl meat. You're like, what? That would change history,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, you'd hear the cocking of a gun as the CIA took you out. Like that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So the expedition into the Umal caves was expensive and costly. The Vigil only managed to retrieve Pentos's Keystone of Grief in 1987. It took them 10 years before they got to his sarcophagus. The limbic enemies trapped in the caves had been there since the third calamity. I don't know how they know this, but that would mean they've been there since like the 800s. Because I know that Lord Alder, or Lord Astor, rather, sorry, he died in the late 770s, and he was involved in causing the second calamity. So it's been 1,100 years that these entities are stuck down there. This also confirms a thing I didn't really know. When you close a time loop, they don't just fucking die. They just sit there forever. So there's been a cave full of monsters underneath Hadia for 1,000 years, and now they're just starting to root them out, right?
Vibing.
Right. And on their way out, after getting the Keystone of Grief and moving it, they discovered a scroll with the location of the Watcher's Nest on it. This is where Gildas Brahm is and his fucked up whiteboard. And then within the Watcher's Nest, they found the location of the first forge. So this is where they discovered where it was at Lake Sinon. This is also where you find out where it is after that. It's like the third area you go to, I believe, is Lake Sinon. That's where you solve the puzzle to drain out. The first forge is hidden under like a lake, basically, and you have to drain it out to get down underneath.
Okay.
Right. Now all they had to do was get to like Sinon, solve a simple activate the pillars puzzle in the right order, and they're just like, we're golden, baby. Nobody else has figured out how to
Ancient
rotate these three
civilizations
pillars.
loved activate the pillars in the right order puzzles. Right?
Of course.
I feel like they all did, all the big ones.
That's all we need to do. I mean, honestly, just activate the obelisk in Egypt and it'll or the big thing that's in there that he's like, that the secret of the pyramids. Find out where all the batteries are.
Maybe it's
Yeah.
like one of
Joe
those.
Rogan will start. Joe Rogan's head will start glowing so brightly that he can power fusion.
Yes.
If you just activate
Cold
the
fusion.
pyramids. The
Maybe
secret's in Joe Rogan's head.
Maybe it's like one of the, like you say, pillars are the ones like that ancient civilizations love, but it might be just that. Well, maybe they loved cardboard puzzles like the rest of us, but those aren't gonna last 1,000 years, right? Those are gonna get all mucked up. Pillars.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Pillars are big and robust, and that's
It's
why.
survivorship bias. They
Mhm.
had all sorts of puzzles, but it's only the pillar puzzles that survived.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, cardboard puzzles don't fossilize very well unless you solve a puzzle in like a lake bed and it gets buried immediately. It doesn't.
Yeah,
fossilize,
exactly.
Right?
You gotta find some silty mud and do your puzzles there if you want to. Be preserved.
The wizards brought us cardboard puzzles from Agartha thousands of years ago. They just haven't lasted.
Yeah, exactly. That's gonna get you on Rogan, dude. 100%. Unfortunately, this being 1987, in an Eastern European analog, Haiti's political situation had begun to collapse. Festivities for the Week of Peace were canceled, which would kind of be like, I guess, if the president canceled the Thanksgiving. Like that's how you know political shit is fucked. Is if your major holidays are no longer happening, it's like, no, stay inside, don't go anywhere. This is bad.
I mean, the fact that it's called the Week of Peace too is so on the nose, right?
It's so funny.
I just love the.
Yeah. So yeah, the Vigil knew at this point that they were running out of time. They saw the political situation. The religious schisms in Haiti were devolving into basically a genocide. You do end up in Haiti post war crime. Thankfully, you never see anything happen, but the ghost infestation, the time loops everywhere, and like the violence you uncover is the implied violence in this game is brutal. I had a warning in the last episode. Of course, we're closing with this one here. If it makes you uncomfortable, don't play it. I think the game's fucking great, though. I think it's really cool to like show stuff like this. It's an interesting way to go, right? Right. So their members actually, like the members of the Vigil actually started to disappear again. They weren't being killed in combat. They were disappearing like Clinton style. So like, think about this. If one of us on the show shot ourselves twice in the back of the head and then put ourselves in our own car's trunk, you could just be like, well, that's a suicide. It makes perfect sense.
We are not suicidal. All of us.
But if it happened to a second lore boy or a third, all of a sudden you're just like, that's kind of weird. I don't like this at all. This is very strange. Yeah. Someone within the Vigil had betrayed the order. I don't know who this is.
Let's be real. Our fake suicide attempts is self-sucking and stabbed in the back, right?
Yes, obviously.
Owl accident.
Yeah. Exactly. Very unfortunate.
Dated
Jimmy was an expert owl handler. He never would have lost control like this.
Yeah.
The clues are all there.
Someone within the Vigil had betrayed the order, further delaying the expedition to the first forge. This is why Remy does it, is because they knew where it was, they just never got to it. I think it's your mother. Is the last member of the Vigil who reaches out to the journalist, Tanya Alver. She is not from Haiti, but has always been fascinated by it. So she was a good contact to have come in and document this expedition. This is why she's your traveling companion as well throughout the game, who's documenting everything you do. She does the research and then unlocks the articles for you. They had asked Tanya Alver to come to Haiti to document their mission to prevent the sixth calamity. But obviously this does not work out because by the time Remy arrives with the ON, the members of the Vigil are all thought to have been assassinated, and the sixth calamity is like 3 weeks underway. And that's our second episode about Hell Is Us. I have been your host, a slightly sick and owl-crippled Peter O'Donohue. You can find me at Lord Boys Podcast on Instagram, or you can find my book, The Black Frontier, linked below on Amazon. Printed to order, baby. Thank you for all the support for everybody who's already bought one. If you haven't, do it. I like getting little emails from Amazon being like, you made another $2. Do it.
So to give a little bit back to our editor, who's going to have to go through extra for all of my internet since today, I'm actually planning on playing some games on Twitch with Jonno this weekend at time of recording. So the weekend of the 20th of February. So I'm not sure what we're playing yet. We haven't nailed down exactly what. I just got back into the country and also was sick. But Jonno and I will be playing. So check out Lord Boy James on Twitch and especially Discord. patreon.gg/loreboys for that announcement on what we'll actually do. And knowing Jonno, he'll probably throw a video together that we can smack onto YouTube as well. But I'm not going to put that on him after this editing task. But yeah, thanks a lot, Jonno. And thanks a lot.
Maybe Jamie will have a new ISP before that, God willing, to make sure he makes it through the fucking stream.
Exactly.
Thanks, Jonno. If you guys like the show and you want to support us, consider leaving us a rating or review on your podcast app of choice. It really does help us out and help us continue to grow. If you want to support the show financially, we do have Patreon, patreon.com/theloreboys, where you can get access to like 200-ish hours of bonus content. So check it out. That's 400 episodes at a half hour a piece. It's crazy that we've been doing all of this for so long. And we've been doing it thanks to you guys. Even the non-paid people, just you're listening and just you're telling your friends has made this all great and cool and worth it. So thank you. Especially the Americans, because you guys are by far our biggest listener base. I'll say it again. We love you guys. Okay, we love you.
Yeah.
We're just silly goofballs that can't help ourselves sometimes. If you don't trust Patreon, we do have Lore Boys Prime, a service which we've always offered. And I mean, we've talked a lot about invading Lore City, Ohio, but recently we've got some intel across our desks, which we might actually have a new target for our invasion plans. It's this place called Owl City. And
Okay.
they have like a, I guess, municipal anthem, which I've heard. It's about fireflies. It's pretty good.
I was gonna say, do they have thousands of fireflies? Because those would pose a direct threat to us, and I consider that an act of war, personally.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna shift invasions to try and figure out what this Owl City is about, and if we can secure ourselves on some of their fine ass natural resources.
I'm back. Yeah, you know what? I'm backing on the Americans too. Everybody, bring your AR-15s because we're going out to the field and we're getting rid of these fireflies. Okay.
Yeah.
We're going out at night.
Trace rounds only. We're showing them how it's fucking done. Okay.
Yes. Just a bunch of people.
Dude, a tracer round zipping past a firefly would make it so confused and horny. It would have no idea.
It would do the awooga eyes, I think. Whoa! Did you get a load of that dame? Holy moly! Yeah.
We don't want them to see us coming, so everybody's got to wear dark clothes, black clothes, nothing reflective, and we're all gonna go out in a big group and start shooting
put your
in the
cameras
dark.
out of focus so they can't see us coming.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that would constitute Lore
Boys.
Lore Boys
out.
Out.
Lore Boys, goodbye.